up guys, it's Alex, the Aussie Gamer Chick here, and today I'm going to be talking about E3. So as you guys should know, E3 happened or is happening, but the conferences happened a couple days ago. So today I'm going to be talking about like my highlights from those conferences. Alright, so let's get into this. The first conference that we had was Bethesda, and they happened like a day before the other conferences. And Bethesda, like, it was a great way to start the conferences. Honestly, I'm pretty excited for like every game they announced at the Bethesda conference. I was so happy to see Doom. That looked sick. That looks like a whole heap of mindless fun. Fallout 4 is just full of customization and hecticness, and it looks great. I am excited, very excited for Fallout. And the fact that it's coming out this year is like amazing. I'm also really excited for Dishonored 2. They when they showed the trailer, and it's this badass chick, I believe her name is Emily, that we get to play as, I should say. What we can choose between Emily or the other main character. I cannot think of his name at the minute, but it's great that we have a choice, and she's such a badass, and I'm so excited to play Dishonored 2 now. It looks sick. So they also announced Fallout Shelter, which is like a free app game that went live after the conference, and I downloaded it like straight away, and it is an addictive game. I regret downloading it a little bit because it's just taken over my like phone. But yeah, the Bethesda conference was really cool, and I enjoyed that one. Next up we had Microsoft, and they started off by showing us Halo 5, which I love Halo, and I'm super excited for Halo 5, but at this point I feel like I've seen enough of like, you know, trailers and gameplay and stuff, and we had like the beta for Halo 5, and I feel like we've seen enough, and I just want it to come out at this point. So I wasn't, you know, wow about Halo 5, even though I liked it. It wasn't a huge deal for me. Yeah. They also announced backwards compatibility, so 360 games we'll be able to play on our Xbox One, and we will be able to play like multiplayer games, like 360 multiplayer games on our Xbox One, which blew my mind. I was like, cool, we get to play like 360 games, but only single player. It didn't even register that we could play multiplayer games, but we can, and I'm so excited for that. So a bit of a highlight for me was Dark Souls 3. Now, I haven't played any of the Dark Souls, but I don't know, they always look like really fun games to me, even though I haven't played them. I don't know, they get pushed to the side, and I never end up playing them, but it did look really cool, so it was a highlight for me. So they talked about The Division, and oh, I am so excited about The Division. They also mentioned that the beta is going to be coming to Xbox One first, so that's exciting news. Another big highlight for me for the Xbox conference was Tomb Raider. I am so excited for that game. I loved the first one. I love the environment and the look of the game. It's sick, and even though I feel like she is like the most unlucky person in the world, it still does make a fun game. So I'm very excited for that, and the gameplay sort of demo that they showed looked awesome, and I'm very excited. Now, towards the end, they showed off the sort of HoloLens that they're doing, and they showed us playing a Minecraft with the HoloLens, and this was at like 3:30 in the morning. It blew my mind. I was like, what is this? This is sorcery. It blew my mind, and I was tripping, and it looked cool. I don't know how it'll actually like, how it'll run, and if it'll be as cool when you're actually doing it in person, or if it'll be like 10 times better. I don't know, but I don't know. In the conference, it looks sick, and I was tripping when I saw it. So at the end, they showed off some Gears of War, and they showed off the Ultimate Edition, which is going to be the original Gears of War, sort of remastered for the Xbox One, and they also showed off Gears 4. Now, I'm excited for Gears of War. I'm a huge Gears of War fan, so that's why it's in this highlight. My problem was the Gears 4 sort of demo that they showed was so dark. Like, I couldn't even see the environment, and I was a little disappointed by that. Even though I'm hugely excited for the game and I want to play it, I was a little disappointed by that demo because, I don't know, I couldn't see anything. And I was like, I just want to see this game, but you guys are restricting me from that. But yeah, it's in my highlights because I will be getting it. I don't even care that I didn't get to see anything. I love Gears of War, so I will be getting it automatically. Alright, on to EA now. So they, a couple highlights for me was Mass Effect, obviously. I'm super excited for that, even though we still have a little while to wait. So next year, I believe it comes out. A lot of people were excited for the Need for Speed game, but I don't know. I like racing games, but they just don't stand out for me, so it wasn't really a highlight for me, but I thought I should mention it because I don't know. Lots of my Twitter feed sort of went crazy when Need for Speed was announced, so I thought I should mention that. Mirror's Edge Catalyst. So this, it looks sick. I haven't played the original Mirror's Edge, and I don't know, I really want to. I've always wanted to, but it's just another one of those games that I've sort of pushed aside and played something else before that. But it looks like a stunning game. Like the original one looked like a stunning game as well. This one looks gorgeous as well. And yeah, it looked pretty and I liked the look of it. So yeah, I haven't played the first one, so I don't know how that kind of game plays. But yeah, it definitely caught my eye. And of course, Star Wars Battlefront, that looked sick. I'm so excited for that game. I like the sort of first person shootery thing that they got going, and then yeah, it was crazy. Like they just jumped from one thing to another and I was like, whoa, this is cool. So I'm super excited for Star Wars, as I think a lot of people are. And yeah, so there wasn't too many highlights for me for the EA conference, purely because like a good portion of their conference is always dedicated to like sports games, and I'm not really a sports game person, so that's why there's not usually too many highlights for me in the EA conferences. So let's move on to Ubisoft now. There's so many Ubisoft games that I'm excited for. So we got Assassin's Creed Syndicate, we got The Division, we got Tom Clancy, Rainbow Six Siege. We have, oh, there's one more that I'm missing. What am I missing with Division? Tom Clancy. There's one more that I'm missing. What am I missing? Oh, they announced Ghost Recon as well. That looks sick. I'm super excited for that. So yeah, I'm so excited for heaps of Ubisoft games, I should say. And The Division definitely piqued my attention, I think, in the Ubisoft sort of conference, because I want this game so bad. And they showed off some gameplay for like the Dark Zone, which is like the sort of multiplayer of it, like the PvP gameplay. And I'm so excited for that game. I want it, and it looks gorgeous. I just want it. So yeah, I think Ubisoft for me got, you know, there was quite a few highlights for Ubisoft because there are just like games that I'm excited for in general. So like, you know, Assassin's Creed every year. I love Assassin's Creed. The Division seems like it's been at E3 like every year for so long because it's just been delayed so much, but I'm so excited we finally got a release date, so March next year. That is going to be a great birthday present. And Rainbow Six Siege, I'm so excited for that as well. And that is coming out this year, and we get the beta for The Division this year as well. So many Ubisoft games coming out. Now, I do have to say, because a highlight for me in the opposite direction, like it wasn't a good highlight, it was a highlight because it was so bad, was they were doing announcements for Just Dance, because they always do Just Dance stuff at Ubisoft, and they got Jason Derulo to perform at the conference, and it was horrible. It was so bad. I don't know what happened. I feel like his in-ears weren't working because it just wasn't happening for him that night, and I feel sorry for him, but oh man, it was entertaining. Twitter was very entertaining at that point of the night. Okay, so finally on to Sony now. I have to mention The Last Guardian because so many people are excited for that. I'm gonna put it out there, and I feel like it's gonna be an unpopular opinion, but I do not get the hype for The Last Guardian. I don't know. I don't get it. It looks cool. I am not saying it doesn't look good, but I just don't get like the huge hype around this game. Like it's insane, the hype around this game, and I don't know where it came from. I suppose because I only really learned about it like the past year, but I feel like so many people have been waiting for this game for so long, but I sort of just jumped on in the end, and I don't get the hype, but it looks cool. You know, if I had a PS4, I'd definitely pick it up. But definitely some highlights for me was the new Hitman game that they announced. That looks sweet. I want that. I am actually kind of considering getting a PS4 this year because of what they showed at Sony. Like, it looks pretty cool. Also, a new IP that they announced, Horizon Zero Dawn. That looks really, really cool. Like, you first saw it, it sort of looked like caveman sort of era, I suppose you could say. But then there was like these robot things, like creatures walking around. I was like, what is going on? But it looks awesome, and I really, really want to play that game. So I might need to pick up a PS4 for that game. Yeah, Sony may have convinced me to pick up a PS4 this year, so congrats to you, Sony. Now, it also seems that Microsoft has lost their exclusivity sort of contract with Activision in regards to Call of Duty, and it now seems that Sony has got that contract, which is pretty big news. I really want to know what your thoughts on this are. It doesn't really matter to me, like, who has that deal. I'm really curious to see how the Call of Duty Championships goes down now and all the sort of big events. I'm wondering if everyone's going to port over to the PS4 now, or if they're going to stick with the esports with the Xbox One. I don't know. That's what I'm really curious about, because for Call of Duty, the thing that has kept me around is the esports, so I'm very curious to see how that all plays out. But yeah, I would love to know your highlights of E3 and all your thoughts on maybe what I talked about and maybe things that I missed, because I'm still like trying to catch up on sleep from pulling my all-nighter from watching the E3. But yeah, I'd love to know what your thoughts are on E3. And yeah, that's about it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, and if you're new, I'd love it if you subscribe. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Alright, bye!